Welcome back to the channel, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for another round of Harry Potter HBO updates. We have some really exciting information. This is going to be a shorter video than usual, but still, I thought that this information was pretty fun to dive into, so I wanted to make this video for you guys. So without further ado, let's jump straight into this first post, and let's see what information we can get into in today's video. So up first, this comes to us from the Wizarding World Direct. Princess Kate Middleton visited the set of the Harry Potter TV series with her children. Kate and the children met the young actors and the director on set. There was only one night of filming there, so it was really a magical ticket. As for Louis, he got the chance to ride on the train with the driver. He seemed to absolutely love it. It's the dream for most children to step aboard the Hogwarts Express. They were able to watch some scenes being filmed on the set of Hogsmeade Station, located in Windsor's Great Park. So, when it comes to this story, having the royal family being involved in the production, being on set, interacting with the director, the actors, even being on the Hogwarts Express, I think this is a pretty cool story because it's drawing more attention, it's drawing more eyes, potentially news outlets that wouldn't have reported on this production before and now going to be talking about it, and they're going to be talking about the royal family being there. And bear in mind, there's so many people around the world that are obsessed with the royal family and what they're doing. So again, drawing more attention to this HBO series is only a good thing for us fans. So obviously we have the royal family there. We have Princess Kate Middleton, and we have her family around her. So for those of you who may not have seen the previous video that I put out regarding Harry Potter HBO series updates, I did talk about this building of Hogsmeade Station. I believe that it's actually being built on Windsor Great Park, which is pretty damn cool, and that's probably part of the reason the royal family visited. But just to go into some details, if you do want to check out a bigger deep dive, make sure you check out that previous video, like I say. But yeah, so instead of them using a pre-existing built train station, the fact that they're building this entirely from the ground up is such a cool thing. It's going to cost them a lot of money, but I mean, the fact that it's going to be more practical over CGI, it's going to look much better on screen, it's going to look more authentic to the fans, and I think people are really going to love what this looks like. I believe they're building up to like half a mile of track to go with the station as well. So, you know, they're really going all in with the construction here. Also, we know they're building Privet Drive from the ground up rather than using a pre-existing street as well. So it looks like they're trying to go as practical as possible with this series, which is really awesome. Okay, with that down, let's move on to our next post here from the Wizarding World Direct. The town of Hoddesdon apparently received £1 million sweetener for a day of filming the Harry Potter TV series. The production also paid several £1,000s to several shops and businesses for closing for the day. So yeah, this is great. The fact that they came in, they had to close down the street. They're filming scenes here for obviously the first season, and they had to close down the streets, and that means businesses obviously couldn't operate, but they were reimbursed. So it's great to hear that the studios are taking care of the local businesses, which is great. So let's check out some of these images here as well. So we've checked out some of these images and scenes in previous videos, but these are ones that I haven't covered before. So I thought I would just jump into it quickly. So we have Hoddesdon there. Looks like we have some sort of marketplace. I love these old English towns with these marketplaces. I have one here in my local town, and I love walking up and down these marketplaces. You always find fascinating things to look at. Also, we have some really old style cars. Obviously, we know part of the show is going to take place back in the 80s and the 90s. So we have these old cars on set, which represent that time period. Again, pretty cool to see. And I love these old kind of thatched buildings that they have here as well, with the black and white struts. Really cool old English type of buildings. Really fun to look at. Then we have that signature clock tower in the middle that we've been talking about in previous videos. They've started to film around it. Again, we've got an old school style car, I should say, with the clock tower. It's really cool. I love the design of the clock tower, and I look forward to seeing it in the show. Okay, and that's pretty much the update that we have there. But the fact that the studio is taking care of the local businesses who can't operate because of the streets were closed, I think that's a pretty cool piece of information there. Okay, so up next, we're talking about the financials of the actual series here and how much it cost. And this puts into perspective just how expensive this show is going to end up being. So this comes to us from Daily Harry Potter. Each episode of the new Harry Potter series is said to cost £75 million. With this rumoured budget of $1.2 billion, this makes it one of the most expensive TV series ever. When they say $1.2 billion, I don't know if that includes marketing as well. But for the sake, I'm going to say it probably doesn't. So all of the episodes of all of the seasons are probably going to cost around $1.2 billion. and then we factor in marketing perhaps on top as well. So when all is said and done, this is going to cost so much money. But I am a bit confused when it comes to the financials. How are they supposed to recoup that amount of money on HBO Max? Obviously, this isn't a theatrical release where they can recoup this money. It's all about gaining subscribers for HBO Max. But can they really recoup 1.2 billion in subscribers and subscriptions? I mean, I'm not sure they can. Obviously, it's going to bring in a lot of money for merchandising for the Harry Potter franchise in general. But when it comes to recouping that money, obviously there's people, financials and accountants and stuff who have worked this out, who obviously see it as a viable, profitable acquisition, or otherwise they wouldn't have gone ahead with it. But yeah, I'm just interested to know how they're going to make this money back, and yeah, ultimately if it can be profitable. I'm sure it will be, but I would love to know a bit more information about that. So if anybody knows, jump in the comment section and let us know what you think about that. Okay, so with that down, £75 million for each episode. Again, my mind is kind of blown. Let's move on to our next post here. So, from Wizarding World Direct, a better look at the witches and wizards crossing the street in front of Vernon Dursley's car in the Harry Potter TV series. Again, in previous videos, we have looked at bits of this footage, but this is a new video that I haven't seen before, looking at it from a different angle. So we see these wizards and witches at the beginning of the book. They're out and about in the street. They're celebrating the demise of Voldemort, and these wizards are kind of mixing in with muggles, and they look very weird because they're wearing wizard robes and clothing, and they're kind of dancing around, and they're very happy that Voldemort has been vanquished. So let's check out this footage. So yeah, we see him there dancing across the road, celebrating. They're really happy. And then we've got Vernon Dursley in his car there at the crossing. And they're kind of playing around with his car. Acting kind of goofy in a way. But it's a bit dangerous that guy's obscuring Vernon Dursley while he's driving. I mean, putting that black cloak in front of his car, that's highly illegal and dangerous. I mean, obscuring someone while they're driving, that could have resulted in a really bad accident. to be honest, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah. But that's just me being grumpy. But other than that, I mean, looking at the costumes here, and you see them celebrating, walking across the road. It's a pretty cool scene, and one of my favorites from the books. And I can't wait to see it pop up in the actual show itself. Okay, moving on to our last post of today's video. So again, from Wizarding World Direct, the Harry Potter TV series filmed the first year boat scene at Wardown Park. Okay, so obviously we have that iconic scene, one of the most iconic scenes, not only in the Harry Potter series, but I would say in movies in general. That scene where we've got the Hogwarts students going across the lake towards Hogwarts. You see it for the first time. It's under the moonlight. It's all lit up with the nighttime lights, and it looks beautiful. It looks stunning, and they did such a great job in the OG films. But as we go over here, so we have Wardown Park, and it looks like we can see the boats actually here on the side. They've got these little wooden boats. This is what the design of the boats is going to look like, I would assume. And they've got what looks to be some sort of pond or lake here. I'm not familiar with Wardown Park. I've never been there. I've never seen it myself. But potentially they're going to be filming the students in the boats, kind of making their way across the water here. And then obviously they're going to CGI out the background to make it look like they're on the lake next to Hogwarts. So it's pretty cool there. But yeah, I mean, seeing the design of the boats is cool. I don't think we see any students or anything like that. I'm not seeing anybody of any noteworthiness kind of standing around, any characters or actors. But no, I mean, it just gives us a look at what I'm assuming is the boats. I could be wrong, but it looks like that is indeed the boats there. So let me know what you think about that in the comment section, guys. So with those updates down, that kind of brings us to the end of our updates for today's video. So I think that information there of the royal family kind of attending the Hogsmeade station, riding the Hogwarts Express, and ultimately kind of having that connection to the show, like I said near the beginning, is going to bring a lot of eyes that maybe wouldn't have been paying attention, and it can only go a long way to kind of bolstering the interest in this show. I think it could be seen as a marketing stunt. I have no concrete proof that it is a marketing stunt, that, you know, they got the royal family, paid them, or made them come, invited them, whatever. Whether it's a marketing stunt or not, it's going to go a long way to gaining more interest in the show, which can only be a positive for everybody involved and the fan base. So guys, jump into the comment section. Let me know what you think about these news stories here, about the show costing £75 million per episode as well. What do you think about that? And also finishing off by taking a look at these kind of mahogany looking kind of boats that the students are going to be using to travel across the lake to the Hogwarts school. Yeah, thanks so much for being here, guys, chilling out, relaxing, and talking some Harry Potter news. I always enjoy making these videos, and I enjoy you guys being here and taking the time to leave comments and talk about this show with me. So, before you leave, make sure you hit the like button, guys. Consider becoming a subscriber of the channel if you haven't done so far. It goes a long way to supporting the content and the channel, so I would really, really appreciate that. But most importantly, and I can't stress this enough, make sure you hit that notification bell so you stay up to date with all the Harry Potter HBO news that we have coming to the channel in the near future. And trust me, as they continue filming, there's going to be a lot of this news that continues to come out, and I don't want you guys to miss any of that great stuff. So make sure you hit that notification bell. And with that down, as always, I will see you guys in the very next video.